We had arrived the night before Magha, and when the Sangha met at Lungpor's kuti, there was a big to-do about one of the Western monks who had intentionally violated a major rule of discipline. When Ajahn Chah was told, all he said was, "Disrobe, don't want it, disrobe." The monk went back to his kuti and prepared to start walking to Bangkok that night. But after the Sangha had been dismissed, another Westerner went to Ajahn Chah and said that he was concerned about the monk, who seemed overly distraught and not in the right state for going off by himself. Ajahn Chah listened thoughtfully and had us fetch him back. He returned and tried to explain what was bothering him, culminating with an emotional letter he had written to his father. Like many others who had ordained, he found his family unwilling to understand. While his mother wrote heart-wringing letters, his father refused to write at all. This kind of thing was pretty common, and in every single case, if the monk remained at Wat Pah Pong, putting his practice first, the parents eventually came around. After a long silence, which had usually been preceded by several bitter letters, the conciliatory letter arrived. "We are very proud of you. We would like to see you. We are coming to visit next year." Or, "We will be happy to pay your plane fare any time you want to come visit." Ajahn Sumedho said that when he first received such a letter, his father had added, "P.S. Please don't come home naked." So he thought that maybe his father still had some lingering misconceptions about monastic life. Without exception, this is how it turned out for those who stuck to it and didn't let themselves get bowled over by sentiment. This was to eventually happen with this monk also, but not just yet. He had always been very independent-minded, occasionally refusing to comply with Ajahn Chah's wishes, and he seemed to suffer for it in various ways. Now he was describing how he had tried to communicate with his father over the years, but to no avail. In tears, he tried to tell Ajahn Chah in somewhat garbled Thai what he had written in his last letter, ending with, "I am your son, are you my father?" Ajahn Chah seemed sympathetic to what he was going through and told him to stay for a while. He would eventually have to go to another temple to do probation and penance for his breach of discipline, but Ajahn Chah wanted him to stay around, calm down first, take it easy. In the 2 years he had been a bhikkhu, he had practiced very hard, maintaining a rigid manner of external discipline. It was falling apart now, and what was inside was surfacing. Lungpor wanted him to relax a little, as I heard him and Ajahn Sumedho say so many times, just to go on Pindabat, eat his meal, sweep the leaves, without striving, without concern. I inadvertently seemed to cash in on this monk's misfortune. For months I had been in Ajahn Chah's doghouse, while hearing him extolled as the model of diligence and endurance. All of a sudden he took my place in the doghouse, and I even heard myself praised by my Ajahn for being able to hang in there without going to such extremes. The night after Magha, Ajahn Chah was back from Tam Sengpet, talking with a few monks at his kuti. They discussed this monk, and Lungpor did an imitation of him, rubbing his eyes and crying, "He's my father, I'm his son." He laughed and shook his head. To him, this kind of psychotherapeutic drama just seemed to be a lot of pathetic confusion. I remember it very distinctly as an example of the way he saw through the self-important attitude that Westerners are especially prone to, how it needlessly glorifies and increases suffering.